Okay, it's early in the morning on Tuesday, November 15th, 2011. Got some Formspring answers for you. God, it's been a couple of weeks, a few weeks, I don't know, but what have I got? 147 questions. That's the most I've ever had to do at once. I'll try to do them as quickly as I can. An anonymous user asks, you're in a house, you see a tree, your wallet contains your various membership cards. Unexplainedly, there's a cursed English dictionary in your pocket. You suddenly remember these words. Dumbkofen, read this question aloud. I did read the question aloud. Okay. All right. Here Anthony asks, why do these things always happen to me? Because you touch yourself at night. I know that's the default answer, but work with me here. Here Anthony asks again, what was the former capital of Kazakhstan? I have no idea. Let's go to the Bing. Bing. The capital was moved in 1998 from Almaty, formerly Alma-Ata, Kazakhstan's largest city, to Astana. So the former capital of Kazakhstan is Almaty or Almaty or something. I don't know. Mada Ruad asks, OC Pony Time, what do you think of it? Okay, and there's a picture. Oh, she's adorable, or I think it's a she. Sorry if it's a dude, but she looks very shy. Stumbleflop. Oh, cute. Okay, we got 3 in a row from Bucket Fan for Life. Take it evil beer and eat. I can't read. It's too. I've been up for hours playing Sonic Generations, so now I gotta eat on. Oh, jeez. Take an empty beer case, 5 spent shotgun shells, 3 batteries, 4 pieces of wire, and a steel rod connected to an old speaker. How do you use these to escape from the evil space station? Well, I call the A-Team, and they use it to create a friggin' amazing rocket ship with life support and stuff, because, you know, they could make tanks out of soda cans, so I'm sure they could make me a wonderful little spaceship out of all that, because that's a lot of stuff. What's the most food you've eaten in one sitting without getting violently ill? I'd say either an entire large pizza or an entire bag of those, what the fuck are they called? Pizza rolls. Yes, like that one video. No, I'm not going to make a video. What would you get if you combined the Mega Buster, a POW block, the Master Sword, Luigi's hat, and Star Fox's goggles? You'd get something extremely hideous which would sell for hundreds of dollars on eBay. Or possibly thousands of dollars on Etsy, because it could be labeled as homemade. Tails DM asks, a while ago I asked you to ask me a question and you asked me about my profile pic. Well, it's changed now, but the Luigi one was me screwing around and testing a new image editor. The new one is from a Him Daisy comic, specifically Persona 4. Thanks for the info. That's not a question, but that's okay. Bucket Fan for Life, me again. Last question for now. How do you do it, and why? I do it with 2 hands and a smile. And as for why, it pays the bills. Tails DM asks, so I am saddened because I have a cold. So only one real question this week. How far did you get in math? I'm in calculus right now. Well, I did a dual major in computer science and mathematics, so I got pretty far. The most advanced course that I took was a course in advanced combinatorics. Combinatorics being my favorite branch of math, but, you know, I took all the stuff that you'd expect a math major to take, you know, like calculus and multivariable calculus and ordinary differential equations, partial differential equations, real analysis, complex analysis, classical number theory, modern number theory, the theory of computation, symbolic logic, formal calculus, predicate calculus. And combinatorics was kind of like my concentration, as it were. It's my favorite branch of math, and a lot of people haven't even heard of it. Unless you grew up with Square One Television, where I remember they had one of their little music videos. Use combinatorics, it's a faster way to count. Use combinatorics, you can multiply the amount. When they were just talking about a very simple bit of combinatorics there. What the fuck is combinatorics? It's oftentimes thought of as the discrete analog of continuous mathematics, calculus. It's basically kind of the discrete version of calculus. It basically is the mathematics of counting things, like how many things there are. If you want more information, ask it as a question. Or just look it up on Wikipedia. Okay. Bucket Fan for Life is a liar. Okay, I lied, he said. One more question, Doc, and that's it. So, if you combined a lolly, a fluffy kitten, and cheese from Sonic the Hedgehog series, would that be a cuteness overload? Almost. Almost. You'd also have to combine Dylan stomping the ground and whining about how she's not cute. And an honest user asks, in one of Cold's videos, I heard you mention that Lou Albano would always be the voice of Mario to you. Why is that? Because he's the one I grew up with. I grew up with the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, and Captain Lou Albano did the voice of Mario in the cartoon, and also they had, of course, the live-action segments with Lou Albano as Mario and Danny Wells as Luigi, and a whole host of guest stars. Some fun stuff. Okay, we got a cavalcade of questions from Mr. Yellow Smiley Face with his name on it, also known as Role Play Humor. One question I swore I asked you last week you did not read. The question was, is there a deadline for when you will tell us your newest theme song's name? Was it just a question you had to cut out? If not, and there was just an error, can you answer it? I certainly did not ignore it intentionally. Sometimes questions do slip between the cracks. For example, there was a question by Torinoshi 12, which I somehow missed 3 videos in a row. I finally got it. It was the one about genies and infinite wishes. But yeah, I'm sorry I missed that question. There is no deadline. I'll probably just... If no one comes up with the answer by, let's say, the end of this year, then I'll just spill it. Because I'm probably going to have a new intro in 2012 anyway. So, yeah. Sorry about that. What would you do if you saw someone in a pedo outfit during Halloween? Okay, do you mean a pedo bear outfit? Because I've seen people in pedo bear outfits many times, particularly at anime conventions. Creepy as hell. I remember one time this guy was taking a picture of his little young single-digit age daughter hugging pedo bear. Either that is the creepiest / most awesome father in the world, or he has no idea what pedo bear is and thinks it was just a big teddy bear. But if you just mean somebody going trick-or-treating dressed as a pedophile, I don't really know what that would look like. Pedophiles come in all shapes and sizes. Is there any such thing as Sunman? And if so, is he the complete opposite to Moonman's personality? Yes, there is a Sunman, and it's very interesting because in the Mooniverse, as it's called, Sunman is black, but he is every bit as racist and stuff as Moonman is. And it's kind of confusing. There are several different Mooniverses, but in all of them he's black. In some versions of the Moonman universe, Sunman is pretty much just the opposite of Moonman. Like, instead of chanting KKK, he chants NAACP or something like that. But in another Mooniverse, Sunman is black, and he's actually not like the sun. He's actually just a black dude who hides his face behind a sun-shaped mask, so no one will know that he's black, because even though he's black, he hates blacks himself. You know, he's like one of those people who hates his own race. And he actually, in that universe, he became very good friends with Moonman, who does not know that Sunman is black. But in the other universe, you know, the one where Sunman's the opposite of Moonman, they're mortal enemies. So yes, there is a Sunman. There are many different versions of him. Sorry for the fail spell check last question. Do you ever find that spell check helps you less these days, especially using Google Chrome or an iPod/phone? I never manually use any sort of spell check at all. It just, spell check seems to be built into everything nowadays. I mean, if I just plain want to know the spelling of something, I will just Google it. Otherwise, you know, my web browser will correct the spelling, and my iPhone will correct the spelling, or whatevs. And I had a misspelling last question. Does the typo fairy hate me? Oh, the typo fairy is incapable of hate. Because the typo fairy... I got nothing, sorry. Do you like your sugar with coffee and cream? I like my sugar with coffee and cream. That's from that one song, yeah. Intergalactic, 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 another dimension, another dimension, another dimension, another dimension. Okay. Does the Joker, Batman, like the Steve Miller Band song of the same name? No, he does not, because the song has driven him even more insane than he is, because he's trying to figure out what the fuck the pompatus of love is. He can't find that word in any dictionary. At first he misheard it and thought they were saying prophetess of love, but then he realized they were saying pompatus of love, and that's just a made-up word, and it's confusing him so much. And he also doesn't like the fact that the song is implying that he uses illicit drugs. Do you think shows like My Little Pony Friendship is Magic give the new generation a new hope of decent Saturday morning cartoons? And how big do you think Hub will get? Yes, and huge. Yes. Did you see the stupid ad for the $1 Million Club whatever show on Hub? Wasn't that the most stupid show concept ever? Rich people giving advice and money to small businesses? Blasphemy! I actually don't get Hub, which is ironic because one of Boston's nicknames is the Hub, which is short for the hub of the universe, which is just about the most arrogant nickname you can think of for a city. But yeah, I don't get Hub, so I'm forced to watch my ponies through illicit means. Trick or treat? You didn't say trick X or treat, so I'm going to say both. Trick and treat, yes. What isn't love? Baby, hurt me some more. What is love? Baby, hurt me, ow! Hurt me, ow! Some more. Wait, where's the Secret Service when the president keeps getting kidnapped by ninjas? Is it like the Toad Guards in Mushroom Kingdom, there but do nothing? Well, the Secret Service was around, but they were too busy doing what they're actually supposed to do, which is dealing with counterfeit. Yes, the main purpose of the Secret Service is not to protect the president, but to deal with counterfeit money. Yeah. Is Sam Adams beer really always a good decision? No, it is not, because if the question is, what kind of liquid should I use to take an enema with, then Sam Adams beer is not a good decision. How do you feel about the band Boston? I like them. I think they're really cool. I really, I like several of their songs. They're probably the songs that quote-unquote everyone knows, like Foreplay, Long Time, and Peace of Mind and stuff. I don't know any of their newer stuff, but yeah, the stuff I know I like. Yeah, good stuff. Have I broke some type of personal record for how many questions I've asked you in one sitting? A personal record, I don't know. I don't do that kind of record keeping, but like a record in general, definitely not. I know that Adam asked me dozens and dozens and maybe even 50 questions in a row one time. I'm not encouraging everyone to do that. No, please. I mean, if you want to do it, that's fine. I always said I'll answer the questions. So yeah, where am I? Okay. Have I? No, I just answered that one. Do you dig that smiley face symbol, or should I get a new icon? Had this one for quite a few years now. Not only do I dig it, but I associate it with you. Make of that what you will. By the way, my internet name is really Demise. Just a fun fact. Oh shit, what is that giant spider doing in your face? Oh. Hey, that's not a spider. That's just the bald spot in my beard. Yeah, I'm growing out my full beard for No Shave November. I usually just have a goatee and a mustache, but doing the whole No Shave November thing, I don't even know why. I don't like growing a full beard because I have a bald spot in my beard. A bloody bald spot in my freaking beard. Oh well. Crab people have invaded Equestria. Do you send Duke Nukem, Master Chief, or Sexual Harassment Panda to save the day? Crab people. I'm going to send Chef Excellence, since he can not only kill the crabs, but turn them into delicious dinner. Do you got the beat? Yes, I got the beat. 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 Are there any bad songs that you find a guilty pleasure? One I have is Carry Out by Justin Timberlake and Timberland. It seems more like a parody of a pop song to the point where it looks like they got it from Weird Al's dumpster of rejected song parodies. Yes, I do have several guilty pleasures. Let me think of a few of them. I really like We Built This City by Starship. I really like Bandstand Boogie by Barry Manilow. Let me think of one more. Really bad song that I happen to like. Let me fire up the old iPod. I gotta find a doozy. Come on, where's a doozy? Come on. No. 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 Young Girl by Gary Puckett and the Union Gap. Because it's basically a song about a pedophile. Yeah. Okay. What powers would Mega Man get if he defeated you? He would get the Sigma Blade. It's a switchblade knife with a very short range, but doesn't use very much energy when you use it. And since it has such a ridiculously short range, it does a lot of damage. There we go. Why not? Why the Sigma Blade and why that? Because I collect knives. Yeah, there we go. Why did you stick a laser up my bum? Honestly, I don't remember. I don't remember why I do half the things I do. Sing this question. Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me. Do you agree or disagree? If that was supposed to be like to the tune of something in the show, then I'm sorry, but I've never watched even a single episode of SpongeBob, so I disagree. Can you tell I am getting more random by the second than just trying to kill time? Yeah, buddy, it's becoming pretty obvious. The one LSD thing is in fact true, and the government admitted it. It happened to this small village in Europe, and at first it was covered up by being caused from moldy bread. How much fuck could a woodfuck fuck if a woodfuck could fuck wood? 3 chords. Last question, only due to me spending far too much time on this. Are there things better left unsaid? Yes, there are. Hey, Doc, can you please sing a My Little Pony Friendship is Magic song, mainly winter wrap-up? Who would win in a fight, a lolly with a huge sword or Fluttershy like she was when she did that neck twist on that bear? Oh, this was asked by Craig13Yman343. I'm not going to sing winter wrap-up right now, because... Ow! Because I stubbed my fucking toe. Jesus Christ, that hurts. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's not why I'm not going to sing it, though. It's another reason why, but... Oh, God. But I just don't know the lyrics off the top of my head. Winter wrap-up, something about holiday cheer. Winter wrap-up, something about spring is here. That's all I remember. And who would win in a fight? Blank or Fluttershy? The answer's always Fluttershy, because Fluttershy can go fucking nuts when she wants to. And another one from Craig13Yman343. Hey, Duck, what do you think of my OC pony? And there's a link. Craigle Beats. Oh, that's adorable. I like that. I like the sunglasses. What's a cutie mark? Is it eggs? Is it maracas? Drums? Oh, it's drums, I think. Like bongo drums. Cool. Hey, Dracel asks, I'm bored and want to do this Q&A shit. Why internet faggots no ask me stuff? Also pet Dusty. Well, you've made Dusty very happy. And for people not asking you stuff, I don't know. You just got to post reminders to your Twitter and all that shit. Okay, we got a few in a row from Lord Frunza. Hey, Doc, I've been bored lately and I don't have any money to buy new games. What shall I do? I also can't go outside because my mother is too paranoid. Well, you should play free games. I'm sure there's some good free games out there. You can, get into emulation, play some classic NES games, or find some indie games that are free, or you could pirate some games. I mean, yeah. Just a minute. Oh, dear. Oh, I sure am tired. I'm only about a third of the way through these questions. Wow. You're surrounded by rabid bunnies. They are holding the suicide bunnies in a cage. Do something. Okay. I go la 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 la. Hey! That's something. Somehow I am your father, yet I'm younger. What is your reaction? I go looking for the DeLorean because what the boop? You are suddenly in a war! You are given the M1A4A auto-firing gun. Quickly, kill the enemies and secure the objective. Okay. Poo, poo, poo. Enemies dead. Objective secured. Yay! Achievement unlocked. Question answered. A rabid bunny has bitten you. You are now infected with the bee virus. You will turn into a rabid bunny yourself in 3 hours. What will you do in that time? Take a nap. Final question of the day from me. You are suddenly teleported to an unknown place and you have to go to the bathroom. If there is no bathroom, what do? There are animals in a forest around you. Well, if I have to pee, then I just pee on a tree, just water a bush. If I have to take a shit, then I do the same thing. Storm asks, what face/description/design would you put on a jack-o'-lantern? All these Halloween questions. Has it really been since... I haven't done this since Halloween. Oh, dear. Yeah. Oh, well, what I put on a jack-o'-lantern? I'd like to just put a penis on a jack-o'-lantern. With the word penis below it, so there'd be no question that it was a penis. Dark Duck 64 asks, what is one food you have tried that you will never ever eat again? Little baby octopuses. It was... whole baby octopodes. Yeah, octopi is not the proper plural of octopus. It's either octopuses or octopodes. But yeah, they were tiny. Never again. Dragon asks, I hate how you're... I can't read. I hate how I'm on your page and I log in and Formspring brings me to my page and I have to go back to your page again to ask the question. Let me stay on Doc's page. Darn it. Anyway, could you wait a moment? I need to think of what question to ask. Okay, waiting. Okay, moment's up. Dragon asks, in a perfect world, what would 2 + 2 equal? 22. Mada Ruad asks, I'll upload a better picture later, but I wanted to show you guys the etching I just finished. I present Trollface Pumpkin. Let's view that image. Whoa! That's awesome! Snorlag asks, is Doc Sigma's Carnival of Values any relation to the Carnival of Values in Bioshock, or did 2K Games just rip you off? Well, Doc Sigma's Carnival of Values was around before Bioshock existed. And my Carnival of Values was just a reference to a silly name that a local grocery store once had for their sale, for a special sale they were having. They called it Carnival of Values, and we thought it was a really silly sounding name. And plus it has the implications, that my webpage has values, when actually I tend to espouse very poor moral values. Snorlag asks, oh, just a sec, no, that's not what Snorlag asks, my back is, damn it, oh well. Hey, Doc Sigma, Secret of Mana is an action RPG, I would definitely recommend it. It's also a game that can be played multiplayer. Never played it that way myself, Sad Panda, but it is a good game. If you play it, what is your favorite weapon? I've never played it. But it's an action RPG, so I gotta check it out. I love action RPGs. Okay. Got a bunch in a row from Daniel Rydell. Where did I go? Doc, why does it hurt when Boom Boom pees? Well, maybe those red spots on his penis aren't just part of his natural coloring. I'm gonna have to diagnose him with dinosaur papillomavirus. You may have been asked this before, I may have asked this before, but do you plan on attending other anime cons? Well, it's kind of official, like pretty damn official, that every year I attend Anime Boston in Boston, okay duh, FanimeCon in San Jose, and the big one, Anime Expo in Los Angeles. So, I do those every year. If the question is, do I plan on adding any more to my schedule? I'd have to think about it, because, that eats up a lot of my vacation time right there, you know? Well, we'll see. We'll see. You wake up and Kirby sits at your bedside. He looks at you curiously before devouring you. Sad day. Even sadder is how he uses the sodomy power you granted him to rule the world with an iron fist. How does this make you feel? It makes me feel great. If I had to die, then at least I died in such a way that my sodomy powers are going to be used to take over the world. This makes me happy. This makes me like Dr. Robotnik, except with more butt sex. What game do you believe should be re-released that hasn't been? Or maybe it has been, and you think it's good enough that you want to see it re-released again? Let me think about that. I'd like to see an enhanced remake of the Guardian Legend. And, the main character could be all anime and stuff. She could have, kawaii desu hair and a kawaii desu voice and big bouncing boobies! Yeah. Have you considered making your own SMB3 ROM hack? Yes, I have, and I've finally gotten off my ass and started doing it. It might disappoint a lot of people when it's done, because it might not be what they're expecting. But basically, for my first hack, what I'm doing is I'm trying to create the kind of ROM hack that I myself would like to play. And I might even LP it myself, if that makes sense. I want to create the kind of game that, if I didn't make it, but I found it out there, that I would love it, if that makes sense. What have you never seen in an SMB3 hack that you think would be creative or possible? I actually don't want to answer this because I'm doing that in my hack. Yeah. Something I've never seen done before, and I hope it hasn't been done before. What is your favorite video game vehicle? The skateboard from Hudson's Adventure Island. You say a lot about Rubicon from Final Fantasy IV, which has led me to ask if you are sad that you had to kill him, or was it one of those "this battle is honorable and your death is too" things? I'd say the latter, because, it was an honorable fight, and, yeah, he died honorably. Have you fed your lolly today? Oh, shit, no, I didn't. Come here, lolly. Come here. Here, okay, here, have some food. Okay, let me get the spoon. Okay, and it goes. Yeah, I know, it's tasty, isn't it? Here you go. Let me mix it up a little. Okay, you want me to put some more sugar in it? Okay, yeah. Okay, put a little more sugar in. Okay, stir it up. Okay, here comes the airplane. Yeah, that's good, okay. Now, do you think you can eat the rest of it yourself? Okay, yeah, here you go. And go down into your little bed, okay, and just enjoy that. I'll play with you when I'm done here. Thanks for reminding me, jeez. Your catgirl harem demands to be let outside to experience freedom. What say ye? Well, it's a dangerous world out there, so I have to give it a lot of thought. There's coyotes and stuff. So the first thing I would do is show them a video warning them about all the dangers out there. And then if they still want to go outside, so be it. Do you watch Freeman's Mind, Civil Protection, or anything of the like? No. Can't say I've even heard of any of those, unfortunately. You awaken and discover that Dusty has taken over the world and wants you to work as his northern overlord in this new world order. What is your first order of business? My first order of business is to go frickin' nuts happy this has happened. Oh my god. I guess I appoint some people to help me. Wow, this is exciting. Oh man. Now that I've asked you about your favorite moment and such in a ROM hack, what is the most creative thing you've ever seen? Whether it is level design, graphics, enemy changes, or what have you. I'd have to say, Mario Adventure just totally changed the whole engine. That would be the obvious answer, but I really was impressed by Mario in Some Usual Day, which had the S-coin system, where if you had to collect a certain number of S-coins hidden throughout the game, and if you did not collect enough, then you got a false ending. And if you did collect enough, then you were taken to the true final world, which had a series of futuristic spaceship-themed levels. I just thought that was really well done and really clever, and good stuff. What is the most absurdly difficult thing you've encountered in a ROM hack? 4 boom booms in a waterfall. That will always be the answer. Okay. We're moving along here. I'm more than halfway done. Few in a row from Snorlag. What do you think of the game Plants vs. Zombies? Despite the fact that I own an iPhone, I'm one of probably 3 people in the world who's never played that game. I've heard that it's like a tower defense, and tower defense is probably my least favorite genre of games. So if something is tower defense, I don't even give it a chance. I know you said you wouldn't do the LP of a standard RPG, but would you LP an action RPG? Of course I would, and in fact I've done it twice. Check out my LPs of Soleil, also known as Crusader of Senti, and Landstalker, a couple of classic action RPGs for the Sega Genesis. Yeah. Have you ever played the game Devil Kings? No, I have not, and I haven't even heard of it, so let me bing that real quick. Devil Kings, the video game for PlayStation 2. Oh, and I definitely didn't play because I never had any Sony systems. About Boone cheese. It is a special cheese made in Boone, Michigan. It is very sharp and is one of those cheeses that has an enormously strong smell to it. It tastes good to me, and I like cheese. Doing anything special for Halloween, or did you? Well, okay, let's talk about the cheese first. God, I love cheese, and that sounds absolutely frickin' delicious. I love strong cheese. Gorgonzola, Limburger. I did nothing special for Halloween. I gave out candy. I think I had a total of 6 trick-or-treaters. My voice is getting tired. Have you heard from Doc Pie lately? If so, how are they doing? Unfortunately, Doc Pie is currently in the hospital. I don't really know what's wrong with her. I think it might be mental health issues. But yeah, I visited her last week and she seemed fine. But I don't know, it was just kind of weird seeing her, in the hospital bed, when she's usually more active. Doc, I happened to meet Doc Epsilon just as he was leaving, from visiting her, and that was kind of awkward. Would you do a LP of any of the other Dizzy games? Maybe. Maybe I would. I've never played any of the other Dizzy games, to be brutally honest, so it might be a blind LP. Have you ever played any of the Breath of Fire series of RPGs, and if so, did you like them? Nope, never played them. They're more strategy than RPG, though, aren't they? Lazy Man T asks, since you're aware that I mix condiments, would you be interested in seeing me tweet about the random condiment mixes I make? I was kind of doing it off-on before, but I try to tweet about mixes I make on a more regular basis. Yes, please do, because it just sounds like an awesome thing. Yeah. You1 Pro asks, if you could know one thing about me, what would it be? I'll respond with the result in the format you pick. Twitter, Formspring, email, etc. Okay, do you like cheese? If so, what's your favorite kind of cheese? If not, tell me a story about a bad experience you had involving cheese. And you can respond by Twitter. I believe we follow each other on there. Yggdrasil asks, what is the everlasting fuck of a testicle? I don't know, but that sounds like it would be a great name for a Zelda game. The Legend of Zelda, Everlasting Fuck of Testicle. No. It should be the next Harry Potter book. Harry Potter and the Everlasting Fuck of Testicle. Sounds delicious. Yes. Snorlag has a few more in a row now. Have you ever played the XCOM games, aka UFO Defense? Nope. Do you like chicken pot pies? Not a euphemism. Yes, I love chicken pot pie. Especially if it has a nice, thick, crispy, crunchy, buttery crust. Do you get annoyed with people turning innocent saying into sexual euphemisms? No, I don't. Unless they, do it a bunch of times in a row and they think that they're the most clever person in the world or something. Like, if was having a conversation with someone and they did nothing but that, for like several minutes, it would start to annoy me. But in general, it doesn't bother me. I myself do it all the time, and I find it hilarious when others do. Is there a time before you liked lollies, or have you always liked them? Oh dear, maybe back when I was a shota myself. Oh yeah. One of my friends told me that you should avoid talking about religion and politics. Do you have any subjects that you avoid when talking to your friends? Yes, actually. Religion and politics. Absolutely. What is your favorite part of the live-action Super Mario Brothers movie? Oh, gosh, And so the first major appearance of Koopa, when he's interrogating the Mario Brothers, I just think that he's really cool in that scene, to be honest. Hey, Doc, remember when I asked you about the Super Mario Brothers animated thing? Super Mario Brothers Peachy Make Your Shadow Dissection is the name of it. Oh, okay, I'll have to look that up. Thank you. Was there any event which caused Moon Man to become the racist bastard he is today? Yes, it was a series of unfortunate events. He'll probably go into it in more detail when he does his Let's Play of McKids. But Moon Man, as you probably know, used to be a McDonald's spokesman. But he was, played the piano and sang songs about McDonald's food. Then one day, Moon Man got laid off. He got fired. And his boss was black. So then Moon Man was all dejected, and he came home and walked in only to find his wife being sodomized by a black guy. And so that double whammy on the same day pretty much led to, well, you can imagine, things just kind of spiraled out of control from there. Do you find it annoying when people turn without using their turn signals? I personally find it annoying when they turn as I'm trying to cross the street because I don't know that they are turning down the frickin' road. Yes, that annoys the ever-living fuck out of me as a pedestrian. People like that should be shot. A rabbi, a priest, and a minister walk into a bar. What color is the rabbi's hat? Oh, Mem Sahib Bart, Rabbi has memo. Black, right? Don't rabbis wear black hats? I'm trying to picture a rabbi. Yeah, they wear black hats, don't they? If they wear the big hats, they're black. If they're wearing the little skull caps, they can be many colors. Why is the sky blue in the daytime? That's a good question, actually. In fact, would you like to know why the sky is blue? Well, the reason that the sky is blue is because of something called the Tyndall effect. Basically, when light passes through a clear fluid holding small particles in suspension, the shorter blue wavelengths are scattered more strongly than the red. You can actually demonstrate this yourself by shining a beam of white light through a tank of water with a little soap mixed in it. From the side, the beam can be seen by the blue light it scatters, but the light seen directly from the end is reddened after it's passed through the tank. So, yeah. God, that was a terribly boring answer, and I do apologize. Oh, I got an email. Okay, no, it's spam. Do you or have you in the past played real-time strategy games? And that's a genre of games that I'm bad at. I don't have the right kind of mind for real-time strategy games. The only one I ever played for more than a few minutes was the original Command & Conquer. I managed to get to almost to the end of the Nod campaign. Yeah. Why does the saying, slept like a baby, mean you had a good night's sleep when babies don't really sleep well at all? That's a good question. I've always wondered that. I mean, babies will sleep for 2 hours and then wake up screaming and then go to sleep for another 2 hours and then shit themselves and start screaming again. So I guess if you said, oh, I slept like a baby, what that really means is I slept in 2-hour fits while pissing and shitting all over myself. So maybe I should say that more often. Do cats have 18 half-lives? I don't know. Let's get a kitty and find out. Come here, kitty. Okay, never mind. If a pig loses its voice, is it disgruntled? Oh, that's a good one. That's a good pun. Thank you. Oh, God. If you dream in color, is it a pigment of your imagination? Oh, God, we got a bunch of puns going here, don't we? Let me just read them all. Can fat people go skinny dipping? I am fat, so this was not meant to offend, only humor. I'm fat myself, and I'm not offended. Does the name Pavlov ring a bell? Oh, dear. I love good puns. There's nothing like a good pun. And that was nothing like a good pun. Okay, no, I love groaners. Yeah. Do you know of any food that cheese doesn't go good with? Only things I can think of are some desserts. Even then, cream cheese. Let me think. I'll have to think about that. Breakfast cereal, maybe. That's about all I can think of. I don't know. I love cheese. Is cream cheese a cheese? Yes. Cream cheese is a cheese. It's a delicious cheese. If Cookie Monster eats cookies and the Sodomy Monster fucks guys, what does the Vagina Monster do? That's actually a very good question. And surprisingly, the Vagina Monster is actually the clerk of deeds for Hampshire County in Massachusetts. Strange superpower, I know. Can you feel the love tonight? Let me check. No, I can't feel it. It's actually gone numb. I should probably get that looked at by a physician. Jimmy cracked corn, but do you care? No, I don't care because the master's gone away. Where did Cotton Eye Joe go? For that matter, where did he come from? He went to the YMCA, and he came from Fire Island. Why do fools fall in love? I think you already answered that question, because they're fools. Love is a severe mental disorder. Okay, or not. Have you ever watched a show called Spaced? I highly recommend it. No, I haven't. I can't say I've heard of it. Let me Bing it. Spaced is a British television... Simon Pegg! Cool. That's that guy who looks like Ashens and was in Shaun of the Dead. What the hell? My toes still hurt. Oh, God. Yeah, my toes all blue from... Oh, man, I'm going to have to look at that. Wow. But first, more questions. Didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow in your camp... I'm out of tune. Sorry. Do fat-bottom girls really make the world go round? Whoa. They are. I don't know why I said well, because we got the next few of your questions are all just Queen lyrics references. Do you want to ride your bicycle? Are you dynamite with a laser beam? Are you old enough to know better, but still too young to care? This one I will answer. I'm old enough to know what's right, but young enough not to choose it. I'm wise enough to win the world, but fool enough to lose it. I'm a new world man. Have you heard the song The Devil Came Up to Michigan? No, I haven't. I've heard The Devil Came Down to Georgia, but I'm going to Google that. Bing it, to see if it's real. Oh, God, it is real. I'll have to look at it. Let's see what Wikipedia has to say about it. Nope, nothing. Is it okay, we're done with Snorlag for now. Getting pretty close to the top of the page. Kalabahare asks, is it dangerous to go alone? Take this, but what did you actually get? A can of cherry Coke and a condom. The next few are all from that name I can't pronounce. Kalabahwai. A boat drives at the speed of 4 knots against a jetty. 1 yard from the jetty, it slows down to 3 knots. How long will it take to repair the jetty? 37 years, because it's a government job. You're traveling upstream in a canoe, and all of your 4 wheels fall off. How many pancakes does it take to cover a dog? That's a very good question. The answer is lawn darts. Considering bread is square, then why is sandwich meat round? Objection! Sandwich meat is not always round. You'll see square sandwich meat sometimes. For example, it is very common for turkey or ham to be square. As for the other sandwich meats, why are they round? I don't know, because butchers are pricks. Yeah, there we go. DuckDuck64 asks, what is one thing out there that you have been avoiding because you know that as soon as you get into it, you'll become an addict? Cocaine. Snorlag asks, how annoyed are you with gaming companies who change their names of their video games when shipping them to other countries? For example, Dragon Warrior was released as Dragon Quest, or Final Fantasy VI being released as Final Fantasy III. Yeah, the whole Final Fantasy thing was silly and confusing. I don't get that stuff. I mean, the game I mentioned earlier, Soleil, it was called Soleil in Europe. It was called Crusader of Senti in North America, and it was called Ragna Senti in Japan. So in the three major regions, each one had their own name. And also another action RPG for the Genesis, which I'll probably LP sometime, called Beyond Oasis, I believe was called The Story of Thor in Europe for some strange reason. Okay, we got a few in a row from the Nards of Doom. Hey, Doc, do you think it's true that Batman drinks human blood? I heard it from the Joker. Let me put it this way. He doesn't drink human blood. Or let me also put it this way. He doesn't drink human blood. Hey, Doc, the lollies are coming. What do you do? I put my arms out and give them a big hug. And then I give them lolly food if they're hungry. Hey, Doc, you're out in the middle of a field when a swarm of bees are coming after you to sting you. What do you do to defend yourself? Oh dear. I hit the ground and lie on my stomach in that position with my hands above my head. In all honesty, they're probably going to sting me, but unless there's literally thousands of them, I won't die. Hey, Doc, we all know how much you love cheese, but is there any type of cheese you don't like? Yes, I don't care for head cheese. What is the most pathetic Halloween decoration you've ever seen? Asks Tattooed Yoshi. Oh dear. Probably those faces that people put into trees, or it's just like, you know, a couple of eyes and a mouth. It's supposed to make them look like the talking trees from The Wizard of Oz or from Evil Dead movies or something, but instead they just look stupid. Damn it, Christian asks, do you have sunshine on a cloudy day? Well, I used to, thanks to my girl, but then Macaulay Culkin died of a bee sting, and now I don't have sunshine on a cloudy day. Now that he's dead, I have sunshine every day! Okay, Nash continues the alien story. The aliens understand you and bring you to their leader. He quickly decides you are annoying, and you are thrown in their mine. You see a small hole you could squeeze through, or stay here in mine. What do you do? Well, this sounds interesting. I squeeze through the hole. Did you know there is a ROM hack for Genesis called Super Mario World? Asks Snorlag. Got a few questions from Snorlag now. Yes, I did, and unless I'm terribly mistaken, I believe it is a hack of Chippendale Rescue Rangers. And it actually, you know, it has the Mario graphics and Mario music and levels kind of look Mario-ish. But after a couple of levels, all of a sudden it switches back to just being Chippendale Rescue Rangers, except you control Mario. That being said, it might be worth looking at someday. Yeah, okay. Do you plan on playing any of the other Evil Dead games? No, I do not. As far as I know, there's only one other Evil Dead game, and it's a modern generation game, which is really beyond my pay grade, so no thanks. I hate seeing animals hurt more than I hate seeing people get hurt. Is there something wrong with that? Absolutely not, because animals are absolutely innocent, and people, well, some people are innocent, but most people are not, so yeah, there you go. Have you ever seen the act of sodomy in real life? Yes. Have you ever seen the show called Hamtaro? It's so cute it's sickening. Yes, I have, and I completely agree. It's nauseatingly cute. It's almost like the kind of cute that isn't good, if that makes sense. Hey, Doc, who let the dogs out? The Baja Men accidentally let the dogs out while they were filming the movie Rat Race. Has he lost his mind? Can he see or is he blind? Can he walk at all? Or if he moves, will he fall? Sorry. The question that you asked was one of my favorite songs of all time, Iron Man by Black Sabbath, the quintessential heavy metal song. Oh, yeah. Mario Power 201 asks, hey, Doc, do you like watching Dr. He interrupted himself before finishing the question. Excellent choice, my good man. Mario Power 201 asks, insert question about lollies here. That's a very good question. And the answer is, insert answer about lollies here. Snorlag asks, would you ever do a Let's Play of the Key of Solomon, since some of your Formspring questions played on Fire and Ice? Maybe. In all honesty, I actually never beat Solomon's Key. I got pretty far in it, but in my opinion, even though Fire and Ice was the sequel, or technically a prequel to Solomon's Key, I think Solomon's Key was much more difficult. Damn it, Christian asks, what are you most scared of right now? Failure or rejection or things along those lines at my job. Oh, my router's going to restart in 1 minute. That's convenient. Are you cuckoo for... Oh, we got two more from Snorlag. Are you cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? No, I am completely and perfectly sane for Cocoa Puffs. My desire for Cocoa Puffs is rational. I am, however, cuckoo for caca. Isn't it a bit unnerving that doctors call what they do practice? Yes, that is unnerving. Oh, yeah. Damn it, Christian asks, what's your vice? Well, I have many, but tobacco would probably be my main one, if I had to be honest. Sorvarsfar asks, if you could beat any of the Nintendo enemies, Boo, Koopa, something from Kirby, whatever, which one would you be? I would be King Dedede because he's badass and kind of a ditz, but still pretty cool. Snorlag asks, do you like any of the Die Hard films? Yes, to be brutally honest, I like them all, although my opinion of them does decrease from the first one downward. But I do at least like them all. I love the first one. Eugene Gekcho asks, if you have played Sonic Generations, what is your favorite level in it? If you have not, what is your favorite level from your favorite Sonic game? Yeah, I've played Sonic Generations. I actually just beat it about an hour ago. I can tell you what my least favorite level is, the final boss. Yeah, Time Eater, that was an interesting fight. It was the main problem with it was because you're moving so fast that you can barely see the rings you have to collect. But, yeah. My favorite level was actually the classic version of City Escape. Because it has, first of all, the music was incredible. They did a really awesome kind of classic-style remix of Escape from the City. And if you listen very carefully, you can actually hear that they snuck in a little subtle reference to the music from the Endless Mind Zone in Sonic 3. And, of course, you know, excellent music does not a good level make, but the level itself was bloody brilliant, and I thought that they did a really good job of doing the whole scene with, you know, where in Sonic Adventure 2 in City Escape where the truck is chasing you. I thought they did a really good job of that in 2 dimensions. Yeah. So yeah, the classic version of City Escape. And Anonymous User asks, what text-to-speech program or whatever do you use for your Moonman clips? Moonman's voice is an AT&T text-to-speech voice. Specifically, it is a 16-bit voice called Mike. And once you install the AT&T text-to-speech drivers, you can pretty much use it in any program that supports text-to-speech. But I use one called Text Aloud. It's basically just a little notepad where you type in stuff and it'll play it in any voice you have installed. And with a single click of a button, it'll create a WAV file of what you've typed in, which is extremely convenient for making Moon Man stuff. Chibi UFO asks, is there any video games that you know that people hate, but you enjoy? Yes, I can think of two off the top of my head. Mick Kids, which I've already mentioned in this video, and which will be LP'd by Moon Man shortly, and Sonic Heroes. Before Sonic Generations, I was of the opinion that Sonic Heroes was the only very good 3D Sonic game. I thought Sonic Adventure was good, and everything else was mediocre at best. With, some of them, such as Sonic Unleashed and Sonic 2006 being downright awful. But I actually like Sonic Heroes, and even though a lot of people seem to hate it. Are there any video games you know that people hate? But you accidentally asked it twice. Okay, let me just delete that one. Okay, we're near the top. Yay! FanDude41 asks, can you do the Mario? Yes, I can do the Mario. Swing your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to go. Do the Mario. Take one step and then again. Let's do the Mario all together now. Now, actually, if you listen to that carefully, listen to the steps of the Mario. Swing your arms, take a step, and then again. So you swing your arms, you take a step, then you take another step. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mario is walking. To do the Mario is literally just to walk. Mario, Mario, Mario. The big dance that you've invented is just bloody walking. Way to go, you greasy dago wop bastard. And I'm allowed to say that because I'm 25% Italian. Snorlag asks, what do you think is worse? Having two last names or two first names? Two first names because people will be more likely to mix them up. DCF363 asks, if you could have something localized, what and why? The To Love Ru game for DS, because I want to squirt milk on the girl and know what she's saying in English. Yeah. What is the... Oh, okay. Hapamole asks, what is the dumbest euphemism for a person's private area? $5 footlong. No. Or, purple helmeted yogurt slinger. Yeah, purple helmeted yogurt slinger. Actually, that's kind of clever. Never mind. And now the only one left is the Formspring question of the day. Yowza. Do you have an imaginary friend? Well, no, I don't, but when I was a young child, I had a whole slew of imaginary friends, the leader of which was Pinocchio. Yes, it was Pinocchio, but he went by the nickname Pinocchio. And he was tiny, he was about a foot tall. And that's it. How long has this recording been? Oh, not even an hour. Yay, I guess I made good time. So, yeah, keep those questions coming, I'll answer them eventually. I swear I'm going to try to do this every week so that you won't have to watch Doc Sigma the movie every time this comes out. www.formspring.me/Doc Sigma. I'll answer anything as long as it's a question. For now, this is Doc Sigma signing off. Thanks for your questions. I love them. See you around, folks. Cheers!